Hey everyone, it's Arlette from Chasing Joy, back with another VEDA video. I'm actually just home from the gym, so forgive me if I look a little greasy. And these are not dark circles under my eyes, they're just where I sweated off my mascara. But I came in and it was going to get a shower and everything, and I said, no, let me do a quick VEDA video really fast because I've been falling behind on my video blogs or vlogs, and the goal of VEDA is to do a video every day in August, and I have fallen off track a bit, but I don't want to give up on the month, and I'm hoping that maybe I can at least finish strong. So I said, no, let me do this video right now, greasy or not. So this VEDA is about life lessons. I was thinking about what do I want to talk about, and so I know I'll talk kind of about what happened today. And I was thinking how there's like, I guess, kind of a life lesson in it. So basically, I feel like sometimes life will give you a quick lesson or show you something, and if you're paying attention, you'll realize whatever you just saw or experienced is something that you can then use kind of like a lesson, like a life lesson, very shortly after. So I'll start out with what happened yesterday. So I work in an office. Blogging is my passion and I love it, but it does not pay all my bills yet. So I still have a day job. So I work in an office setting. We have cubicles, and you know, just like most people who work outside of the home, or if you don't work for yourself, you know, you're kind of thrown in with people who, you know, are maybe very different from you. You know, we're all different, and we're supposed to be there kind of with this one mission, you know, the mission of whatever your job is, your company. And we're supposed to work together, but you know, everyone is different, and sometimes it's just not easy to work with each other. So yesterday, one of my coworkers, who's actually on a different team, but we work closely together, came, the two teams work closely together. She came over to my desk and she was just like freaking out and venting, and she just kept saying to me, but we're supposed to be a team, right? We're supposed to be a team, right? And I'm like, yeah. And I kept saying, but what happened? What's wrong? But she wouldn't tell me what happened. She wouldn't say what was wrong. She wouldn't, you know, allude to what caused her to be so upset, where she felt the need to come to my desk and vent. But she was so crazy, I guess, about in her venting, that it kind of made me want to laugh, especially since she wouldn't tell me what was wrong. And then my next thought was, well, then go away. If you're not going to tell me what's wrong, then, you know. But, you know, I didn't say that. I didn't laugh. And I just kept trying to get her to tell me what was wrong. And she wouldn't. But she just looked so out of control. And, you know, it was kind of ridiculous. So fast forward to today. I'm, you know, working with one of my coworkers. And it just was not going well. And you know, the person was just frustrating me, like extremely frustrating me. I wasn't necessarily angry, but this was like the most frustrated I think I've been with a person at work in quite some time. Like I was so frustrated that I felt like I was gonna like explode or like my head was gonna pop off, or I was gonna like just lose it and start, you know, just get really short with this person, and like, you know, it was not good. So, but I could feel that in me. So I just kind of ended the conversation, and then I quickly got up from my desk and I went outside. And I was thinking to myself, like, oh, so this is when people who smoke would get a cigarette. They would just come outside and get a cigarette, like, and I guess literally blow off steam. But I don't smoke, so I didn't do that. But that's the first time I understood why somebody might want to do that. So I just stood out there for a few minutes and, like, you know, did some deep breathing and tried to calm down. And I was just still just kind of exasperated with, you know, the situation. And another coworker from, you know, I don't work with hardly ever, came out, and she kind of vented a little bit about somebody was bothering her or whatever. And that was my opportunity where I really could have, you know, went all out and just vented and sounded all crazy. And I remembered the lady from yesterday and how crazy she looked and how out of control she seemed and how I wanted to laugh at her or I wanted her to go away. So I realized I don't want to be that person. So I just stayed outside a little longer, and I didn't really go in, you know, say anything to the other person. They went in and I stayed out until I felt, you know, calmer, more myself to go back in and do my work. So it's just interesting. I'm thinking, okay, was that, you know, I think things happen for a reason. So it's like, okay, did God show me how crazy this lady looked when she like completely lost it, just so that I could have a fresh image in my mind of what that looks like to prepare me for how frustrated I was going to feel today? You know, so like, was that like a life lesson for me? And I tend to think that it was, you know, and at least, you know, as frustrated as I was, I didn't add to the problem by then also being out of control and just kind of crazy. So I think that was a life lesson, and more than likely we're all experiencing some things like that, probably pretty regularly if we're observant enough to pay attention to what's going on and take notice to how we can apply, you know, some of the things we saw or experienced to things we might be seeing or experiencing in the present. So anyway, I don't know if you've ever had experience like that, like where you got kind of a life lesson ahead of time and then you use that to help you in a frustrating situation. If you have, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about your situation, hear your story. So that's pretty much all I have for today's VEDA. If you're doing VEDA, leave me a comment below also so that I can check out your daily vlogs for August. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye.